So these are the pickup factory SS 1LE wheels. So I don't know what year the Camaro was that these came off. I did check the date codes. I think the front tires are actually 2016. Yeah, so basically 50th week of 2016 for these ones, and the rears are 2019, so they've been replaced, which makes sense because these cars have, or these tires only have a 200 tread wear. So, you know, if you get 10,000 miles out of these, you're doing well. So, and they're in this kind of gloss graphite finish, although as of right now, they are not absolutely terrible, but you can see certainly on the inside of them there's plenty of brake dust, so hopefully that's all going to come off without too much agitation. Yeah, what else to say about them? So the tires have seen better days. I would say there's probably only about, I don't know, 20% left on the rears. I maybe get, I don't know how many miles I'd get out of that. There's a little bit of what looks to be rubbing on the outside here, actually. Yeah. Well, I wasn't planning on using these tires anyway, but yeah, these tires I bought knowing the tires were going to be a throwaway. I wasn't even bothered about the tires. I was just wanting the rims. So the fact that these have some rubbing on the edges doesn't matter because these are coming off anyway. But yeah, the important thing about the rims is they have no curb rash and they look to be in really good condition. I haven't cleaned them up yet. I have some very basic cleaning stuff on standby. I'm gonna give them a real quick wash, nothing crazy. I'm not going to be ceramic coating them or anything on this video. I'm just going to be doing a wash, check the condition of the paint. Like I said, they look to be in really good shape. My car is brand new, so I don't want to put any scratched up wheels on it. They have to be in great condition. Obviously, if there's a couple little knickknacks, I'm not going to go crazy over it, but yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to give these a clean up and we shall see how they turn out. So for cleaning these up, I'm just using some Diablo wheel cleaner. It says that it's pH balanced, so it shouldn't mess with the finish. So it just says shake well, and then spray onto the wheels, agitate with a brush to remove brake dust. So I just sprayed this one down first. So I have just a wash mitt with some GSF snow foam. So I'm just going to mitt this down and we'll see how much we get off. It's going to be hard to do this with the camera, so I'll get back with you in a second. So I just cleaned up the first wheel just to kind of see what I'm working with, and I'm wondering if these have been powder coated at some point, because these have a very almost like bronzish, I don't know, it's not even just a, yeah, it is kind of a bronze. It's hard, I don't think the iPhone's going to pick this up, but they have almost like a purplish bronzish tint to the graphite finish, and the GM stamping, which you can see all of the part numbers just about there, is kind of shallow. It's not as pronounced. So I'm wondering if these have been powder coated at some point, because I think that when you powder coat them, you will lose fine details like the engravings on the inside of the wheel, because you're adding that microscopic layer on top of the metal. But I suspect that these have been powder coated before. So I'm not going to waste my time cleaning these up and making them as perfect as possible, because I think these are just going to need to be powder coated. The actual condition of them looks to be okay. There's a couple of small little chips. The worst of it, I think, is like a chip on the edge of the spoke right here, which some touch-up paint would do, but I don't know. Because these are going on my brand new car, I'm just wondering whether it's worth spending a few $100 to get them powder coated, because these tires are going to have to come off anyway. So yeah, I think I might not waste my time cleaning these and instead just get them powder coated. The rest of the wheels look to be okay though. There's a couple of little tiny surface scratches which may actually buff out. I don't see much else. There's a little touch up there that somebody's done. A little gouge on the front here which needs sanding out. So yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if it's going on a new car and you want them to be perfect, it's probably going to need powder coating. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll come back once I've made a decision on what's going to happen with them. Got the wheels loaded up. I'm going to take them over to the powder coating shop. So these will be stripped down and given some fresh paint. As you can see, they look fine from about 10 feet away, but when you get up close, you can see there's a bunch of little knickknacks that have accumulated over time. And I just don't want to put wheels that aren't in the best condition. You can see here another quite deep scratch. Wheels that aren't in the best condition on my brand new car. I think it's worth the money just to get these made. Brand new and perfect is a good starting point before putting them on. So yeah, let's get them over there. All right, so we're on our way to the powder coating shop. We're going to be going to Bead Polish in Anaheim. Small unit, it's coming up right now. These are the same guy that did my AMG wheels. For those guys that followed my previous video with the gloss black AMG wheels, these ones are going to be done by the same shop.
Turn right.
These are the guys right here, Bead Polish. So let's get the wheels unloaded. And this is the finish we're going to go with, which is like a really dark grey metallic. You can see it has some nice gloss and flake in the paint. So yeah, that's the finish we're going with. I'm not going to do any crazy colours, just going to keep it somewhat close to factory. This has a little bit more gloss rather than the satin finish. I think these are going to pop really nice. Yep, there we go. That's my choice. So I just got the tyres for the new wheels that are being powder coated. So they're Continental. And they are the Sport. So they're just like the Michelin Super Sports, or Pilot Super Sports. So they're really, really good in the dry, but they can also be driven in the wet as well. So they're a good option for a car that gets, you know, driven in all conditions. Not that this is going to get driven in the rain, but I didn't want anything that was going to be scary if it gets wet. So 305/30 for the rears and 285/30 for the fronts. So exactly the same spec that I had on the previous set that I sold, that gloss black set. So yep, brand new tires. Just need the wheels to come out of powder coating now. So it is about 10 days later and we're now pulling back up. The wheels are finished in powder coat. I have all my brand new tires in the car. So they're going to be doing the tire mounting and the balancing. So I'm just going to go drop the tires off and then I'll be coming back in a little while to do the pickup of the finished wheels. Here we are, Bead Polish.
Turn right, then the destination is on your left.
Okay, so the tires are unloaded. Those ones at the front, they're not mine. Those are another customer that's got their wheels powder coated. You can just see mine, one of my new ones is standing up over there. So he's inside mounting them up right now. I didn't film anything inside because, you know, there's other people's stuff in there. So I didn't want to take footage of anything that's somebody else's custom work, you know, just privacy. I can respect that. So I didn't film inside his workshop, but the wheels came out super good. So now I'm just sitting tight, waiting until the wheels are finished with the tire mounting. It's a nice cloudy day, so I can sit here for 45 minutes in relative comfort. It's not too hot. So yeah, I'll get back to you guys in a few minutes as soon as the wheels are all finished getting the tires on. Hey, so fast forward about 45 minutes. The wheels are all mounted up. Obviously, they've got gunk on them and stuff, so they're gonna need cleaning, but they came out absolutely fantastic. I will show you guys when I get them home. He said that he uses like a tape around the outside when he's mounting to make sure that he doesn't get any little nicks and scratches on the edge of the rim, which is really awesome, because that's one of the biggest fears I think most people have when they're getting tires mounted, is that they're going to get some little boo-boos on the edges of the rim. So he really takes his time. Obviously he does a lot of work. He's always working on customers' cars, so he does this day in and day out, so he knows what he's doing. And yeah, I trusted him to do a good job. He used black wheel weights, which is awesome because I wanted them to kind of blend in, obviously. And I supplied brand new black TPMS sensors. They're already pre-programmed, so yeah, just kind of cleans it up so I don't have a giant silver valve stem sticking out at me. And then I have brand new factory center caps that will be going in. So yeah, everything's good. Tires are all ready to go. So yeah, let's get these home and we'll start detailing them. Almost made it home with the wheels. Got myself a little bit of lunch on the way back. This is like a greens and ginger smoothie from Jamba Juice. It's pretty good. It's nice to have a quick lunch on the go. Nothing better than picking up your newly powder coated wheels. Yeah, it's a nice feeling knowing that you got some brand new wheels for your whip in the back. So pumped. All right, gonna have my lunch and continue the drive home. Just got the wheels unloaded. And so next step is going to be giving them a wash, because there is a layer of dust that you can see from the wheels being in the shop. So I'll just use a regular shampoo just to give them a clean up. And then the tires, I will give them a good scrub as well, even though they're brand new, just so that the tire dressing sticks to them really good. And then I'll be applying a ceramic coating. I'm not sure what coating I'm going to put on just yet. I'll have to see what I have in my cabinet. I'm pretty sure I might have some Sea Quartz 3.0 left over, so I'll have to see on that. If not, I'll have to go and buy some. So yeah, that'll be the next thing to do. But first of all, just going to give these a wash and yeah, get them ready to go. So not getting fancy with the cleaning, just going to be using some gentle snow foam and some of the Adams tire and rubber cleaner. I'm also not even going to get out my pressure washer and all my fancy detailing gear. I'm just going to do this one bucket using my very old school garden hose attachment, so that I can just give them a quick rinse. Because they're not dirty and these are brand new, they don't need a heavy clean. I'm basically just giving them a surface wipe down. So yeah, nothing crazy in terms of no pressure washer or anything like that. So yeah, this bucket's pretty ready to go. I have microfiber mitt. I think this is just a generic one. I like to use the generic ones for wheels, because then I can just get them mucky and throw them out every couple months. You know, the Rag Company ones are a little bit more expensive. They're about $25 or even $30 for a pair. So I kind of use my good ones for the body work, but for the wheels, I just use these generic cheap ones. And then I have a brush in here, which I need to clean out. I'll be using this just to scrub the tires. And that's it. I'm just gonna rinse these off one at a time. And yeah, clean it up. All right, it's all shampooed up. I'll just give it a blow down, and then once I've finished with my little leaf blower, she will be looking just like the rest. I've done 2 so far. You can see all the dust came off them, obviously, so now they're nice and prepped for whatever surface protectant I'm going to put on. And I'll talk about that in a minute, because I'm having a couple of different thoughts about what I'm going to do with these, as far as the ceramic coating or a ceramic wax, because I have a couple of different options for what I can do. But the first 2 that are cleaned came up absolutely awesome, as I expected. Clear coat, everything is 100% perfect. As you can see, the factory wheel stamping is nice and clear, which is really nice because it keeps them, you know, looking nice and authentic, so you can tell they're original factory forged wheels. So yeah, look how clean the back of the hub is. I'll put a video in so you can see how gross the back of these hubs were. They had all kinds of rust and pitting from where they were touching the hub of the car. Obviously these won't rust because they're aluminum, but the hub of the car did have some transfer of some rust particles on the back, but these are all like immaculate now. And also this is way more pronounced, which kind of confirms what I'd thought, which was that they'd been sprayed, that someone had sprayed the barrel of the wheels, because this was all very hard to read before they were powder coated, but since they've been chemically stripped and redone, it's literally perfect. It's exactly how you would expect it to look. So yeah, I'll get back with you guys once this, the last 2 wheels are all done. This is the end result. All the wheels have now been given a cleanup. I didn't use any detailing spray because I didn't want to put any kind of waxes which are contained in some of the sprays onto the surface. Like I mentioned, I'm probably going to ceramic coat these, and you want to have a nice clean surface with no wax or any kind of sealant on it. So just dried it. Obviously I washed them down really good with the water, leaf blower to dry them off, and then I just used a soft detailing towel to get it to a spot free finish. And that's where we are. So I'm just drying them out in the sun right now, just letting the rubber air out. So I'm going to move them into the garage, and I don't want to have wheels dripping water. So yeah, that's where we're at with things. And I'm probably going to stop the video here. This will be part 1, because it's going to turn into a really epically long video. And in the next video we will do the ceramic coating and we will do the install on the car. So yeah, I'm really happy with the progress. Wheels have been powder coated, cleaned up, and we're now ready for getting them onto the car. Can't wait to do it. It's going to be so awesome. So thank you for watching, you guys. I really appreciate you all, and I'll be back really soon.
Turn it all out, told me every secret. Said that I care, asked do you mean it? It's been months since we've been okay. I'm putting off what's coming.